begin our tale of the tape, Johnny Bedford versus Abdiel Velasquez.
Well, we look at the age difference. It sticks right out. 25 years young is Velasquez, 36 to Bedford. I think that might be a key to victory tonight, that age.
Again, Jeff Houston.
Hello, 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 Boxing! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, live worldwide on pay-per-view. And welcome to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships 5. We are set for the next fight of the night, and it is a semi-final fight in the Bare Knuckle Lightweight Tournament. Presented to you by Dave and Buster's. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight, he wears gold trimmed in black. His official weight, 134.8 pounds. As a bare knuckle professional, he is undefeated at 1-0. Fighting out of Spring Hill, Florida, by way of Puerto Rico, here is Abdiel, the Nightmare Velasquez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black trimmed in red. His official weight, 136.3 pounds. As a bare knuckle professional, he is also undefeated at 2-0. Here is the UFC veteran from Fort Worth, Texas, Brutal Johnny Bedford. And our referee in charge of the action, Wayne Spinola.
This and all bouts tonight, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds.
All right, gentlemen, go to line. Ready, sir?
Both fighters up to scratch, towing the line. The bell in round number 1. The winner through to the inaugural BKFC Lightweight Tournament final later this year. Black and red trunks for Johnny Bedford, gold and black trunks for Abdiel Velasquez. Down pressure early from Bedford. Velasquez into the pocket, right back out, champ.
You can see Velasquez with quick feet, fast feet. And I think that's going to be something he's going to need to use his movement on Bedford. Bedford is a seasoned, experienced pro. He's not going to be overwhelmed by much. So this is going to be a very, very interesting fight. I think we'll see more technical fighting in this fight. More so,
Bedford asking Velasquez to come to the inner circle. A big smile on the face of Velasquez, and that again is why Bedford is pointing down, saying let's fight toe-to-toe, but that is not the game of Velasquez. He wants to move, stick and move. Does not want to brawl with Johnny Bedford, does Abdiel Velasquez.
Johnny Bedford put his punches together very, very well. Combination punches. You see, for a guy that lived in the MMA for all those years, has good boxing ability.
Slight abrasion under the left eye of Bedford. See, up and down out of the southpaw stance with the right hand. Check left hook from Bedford just off the mark. Now Bedford to the inside, the counter from Velasquez. Walk down pressure, swinging with the left hook, just missing as Velasquez, but exploding again into the pocket. Two very different strategies inside the BKFC squared circle. Superman punch, 20 seconds remaining, round number 1.
Very close round. Both guys have given as good as they've gotten in this round. Fill out lasted about 30 seconds.
Knees are not legal, but that doesn't mean you can't throw a Superman punch. And again, Bedford asking Velasquez to come to that inner circle. Left hook from Velasquez. Big forward pressure from Bedford. Bit of clowning from Bedford, and that is the end of round number 1. Tonight's judges have been assigned by the Mississippi Athletic Commission, headed by the outstanding John Lewis. They are scoring on the 10-point must system. Later this evening, lightweight tournament semifinal number 2, Reggie Barnett Jr. versus Rusty Crowder.
Right here, you see Bedford letting his hands go. Ooh, check left hook by Velasquez. Landed. And I think that opened the cut up, a little small cut on the left side of Bedford eye.
A loud, enthusiastic, knowledgeable crowd here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Located just off of the Gulf of Mexico in stunning Biloxi, Mississippi. Can the BKFC rules set bringing forward into the 21st century from the 19th century and indeed the 18th century? The London prize ring rules and the Broughton rules with the scratch line. And again, off of the scratch line to start round number 2, Velasquez circling out. He wants distance, Bedford wants the inside fight.
I think Bedford is controlling the fight right now because he's fighting inside the square circle. You see Velasquez he's had his back to the ropes.
Down goes Abdiel Velasquez.
I think it was a slip.
And ruled a slip as such by referee Wayne Spinola.
When you look at generalship again.
Down, and that is a clean knockdown.
2, 3, 4.
Velasquez arguing his case, saying that was a slip, but ruled a knockdown by Wayne Spinola, and there is the mandatory 8 count.
I think if we see the replay, it looks like a hard push. So Velasquez might have a point there.
Bedford again coming forward. See Velasquez, champ, trying to circle out. High, tight striking guard. 50 seconds remaining round number 2.
Yeah, but Bedford, again, is controlling the action he's against. He has his back against the ropes, and as long as Bedford, I think, puts that type of foot pressure on him, he could be winning this fight.
Bedford growing in confidence. He's extremely confident coming in, but you see keeping his hands very low. A much tighter, higher striking guard for Velasquez. And down he goes for the second time in this round.
That time he went down hard with a check left hook from Bedford. And talk about confidence. You see him strutting in the ring, in the square circle right now.
Velasquez cut badly. You see corner of his right eye.
But again, let's go back to the age. This is a 36-year-old man doing this to a 25-year-old young buck.
Stop.
Quick separation from Wayne Spinola. The bell and the end of a huge round 2 for Johnny Bedford.
Here's the first knockdown. I thought it was more of a push. He was going down then. But watch this check left hook. There was no doubt about the second knockdown. Okay, I see they switched. Well, he stepped on his foot right there. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one, but I know the second one looks like he got hit with a strong left hook right there.
No question on this, champ. That's the second knockdown.
And he fell hard. He fell hard.
So one slip on the first knockdown. Velasquez claiming that Bedford stepped on his foot. It shouldn't have been a knockdown, even though it was ruled as such by referee Wayne Spinola. No such controversy on the second knockdown. That was absolutely clean. Regardless, the judges have to score it as ruled by the referee. 2 knockdowns, presumably a 10-7 round for Johnny Bedford. To round 3 we go. Bedford feeling in full control. But Velasquez, the quarterfinal round, that phenomenal performance, first round TKO versus Sean West, showing that he definitely has explosive punching power.
Oh, we definitely know he does, but now he needs to make an adjustment because, again, he's fighting backwards, going backwards. Bedford's putting the pressure on him. He's going to have to make an adjustment if he's going to change the tide in this fight.
See Bedford in, then stepping out, eluding that left hook. Big shots. Velasquez countering with the left.
And if you really notice, Bedford is not throwing hard. He's just letting his hands go. And I think that's a tactic that's really working for him tonight. He's busy.
Again, Bedford literally yelling now at Velasquez. Fight inside that inner circle.
He wants that bonus money he was promised.
Bedford following Velasquez to the ropes. Big shots from Johnny Bedford. Velasquez gamely trying to fire back.
There he goes again. Say, stay in the circle.
Half plum, and now with the left hand, a half plum held by Abdiel Velasquez. That's what his plan B looks like to the inside. Bedford is doing a great job thus far of solving that distance as Velasquez wants to make this an outside fight.
And Velasquez had it so easy in his first bare knuckle fighting championship, 1-round knockout. So now, again, he's down.
Knockdown number 3. Velasquez right back to his feet. He'll take the mandatory 8 count from Wayne Spinola.
I can only imagine what's going through this young man's mind right now. Nothing seems to be working.
Velasquez says he wants to continue. Mere seconds remain. Good left hand from Velasquez. Bedford walks through it.
He's still throwing. He's not going to go easy.
And that is the end of the 3rd round. Some additional talking and a smile on the face of Johnny Bedford. In addition to accomplishments in bare knuckle MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Bedford, a really good collegiate wrestler. Wrestled at Cleveland State University. Teammates on that squad with former UFC heavyweight champions Stipe Miocic.
Here's a replay of the knockdown. I think it was a right hand. Oh, yeah. He just caught him off balance as Velasquez was moving out. And again, Bedford not throwing hard, just throwing. Look, right on the kisser.
Bedford first to toe the line. Now telling Velasquez to come up to scratch. Wide open stance, as you see, for Bedford, the start of round 4.
Everything's been going Bedford's way so far, but he can't get too overconfident because Velasquez still have that knockout power.
You see champ Bedford very confidently holding his hands low, throwing his hands wide.
But when you've had this much success in a fight, it's kind of hard not to be overconfident. But in bare knuckle and in any combat sport, it only takes one shot. So he has to be conscious of that. Don't give this guy an opportunity that he don't have.
Flailing punches from Velasquez all off the mark. Eats that right hand. Bedford tenses up, tries to walk through it, but it was a good shot from Abdiel Velasquez. Bedford with the rear uppercut stepping in. Big uppercut and again, and down goes Abdiel Velasquez for the 4th time in this bout.
He's hurt.
Takes out his mouthpiece, that might be it.
Not only hurt, but discouraged.
That is it! Game, set, match, Johnny Bedford. Next up, the lightweight tournament final.
Woo! Talking about an impressive performance, and he's on his way. He stamped his ticket to the lightweight championship. And boy, those 2 names that he's looking at.
Johnny Bedford now 3-0 in BKFC with authority. Credit Abdiel Velasquez. Very game. Had a good start to this fight, circling out. Bedford, though champ, able to solve his distance relatively early in round number 1, and then took full control of this bout, recording 4 knockdowns in total.
Here again, like I was mentioning, look, short punches, compact, and he's hitting him on the soft tissue. He's not hitting him on the crane. So I think Bedford has found a home here, man, in bare knuckle. He's loving it. He's off to the championship, and he's dominating this tournament.
You'll see at the end, then Velasquez pulls out his own mouthpiece, essentially signaling to referee Wayne Spinola that he is done.
I don't know if he made him quit, but it looked like it. I don't know if he could have came back, but when you take that mouthpiece out, you concede.
The outpouring of emotion from the victor, Johnny Bedford. Lightweight tournament semifinal number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Spinola. steps in and calls a stop to the fight at 58 seconds, round number 4. For your winner by KO and advancing to the finals of the lightweight tournament, Brutal Johnny Bedford.
In the opening bout of our main card, lightweight tournament semifinal number 1, the winner by way of 4th round knockout, Johnny Bedford defeats Abdiel Velasquez. This inaugural BKFC 135